So we back, goddammit. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's Chris, yours truly, back with Southern No Gimmicks. Happy New Year. Hope everybody good. Hope everybody well, safe. Um, Hopefully y'all enjoyed that Christmas bonus episode. Something to give y'all, hold y'all over and stuff like that. I'm always in a giving spirit, whether it's in Christmas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So back in my new episode for the new year. A lot of different things, a lot of changes and everything going on. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. With that being said, without any further ado, Happy New Year. Let's go ahead and get out the way that I don't particularly want to hear. In 2022, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and A, B, and C. Let's just go ahead and say for future references. And that's going to be the title of today's episode, and which you can also view this on YouTube. So, and for future references. The reason why I say for future references simply is this. Why sit there and generalize it to a year or another year or 2023, 2024, 2025, okay. Why you can't just say in future references? Because some of that shit, to be honest with you, some of that shit you gonna keep on doing in that new year until you get tired of doing it. Until you get tired of doing it, it's gonna happen. So it's relatively make it to where it's just for future references. Simple as that. And for future references, you can sit there and hold that to anything that you want to do, anything that you think you want to get through, get past, acquire, remove, add. For future references, not just do it because it's New Year, not just do it because it's 23 or 22 or 24 or 25, like they only started that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's New Year, new me. Alright, I said that last year about that shit. That shit is just, yeah. With that being said, 11th day, New Year and stuff like that. I hope everybody doing well. I hope everybody getting to the bag and not chasing one. I hope, you find success in relationships and money and the advancement of yourself versus chasing something that is hard to obtain. I mean, what's the sense of chasing something? The chase, you keep chasing. Obviously, it's meant to not be caught. Don't let that go over your head, but for real. Other than that, though, Christmas was good, hopefully. Your New Year's was good, hopefully. I got drunk. Pretty much listened to Van Jess and Give Me On, because I'm single and I don't know how to act. Just being real. I love me some R&B forever. R&B head. Listening to rap. Finally now everybody finally want to get on ESTG now. Been listening to Brody since about beginning of 2020. But, same as that, same as this. Hopefully Southern No Gimmicks this year gets on the plateau where, people see what the fuck it is and pretty much know this is my introduction, the man behind the mic, all that stuff, and it is what it is. So, it's still rough draft stages, visuals and rough draft stages. It's still gonna be the voice, you still can hear it everywhere. I'm just trying to give y'all some aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to give you some aesthetic. Really it, really all. When I say this year has to be a year of individual wealth, I'm talking about money, but I'm also talking about wealth and investing in yourself. I always say this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this as a way of sitting there saying it out loud for those who need that type of thing to be pulled out of. Because I was that type of person. Let's go ahead and get shit pulled out. let's go ahead and get it pulled out to where ain't hiding no more. It's no secret. We all trying to live in our purpose, trying to be able to move in our purpose and do the right, do the righteous thing of not working for nobody and sitting there and working for self. Simple as that. That's all for future references. That's all I'm keeping on saying for future references. With that being said, within this last 11 days, we bounced a lot of legends. And they lived very great lives. The legends that we lost, rest in peace to Betty White and James Toomey, if I'm saying that right, who made the song, was in the group. Toomey from, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, made the song Juicy Fruit, who my generation before me and after me knows is the same beat Biggie used for Juicy. James Toomey made that song, made that instrumental for that to be successful. Betty White, what can I say? Favorite Golden Girl. Funny and sweet at the same time, just all around, How can you forget that? John Madden, man. John Madden. Revert back to my time, like famous line that Young Neef said of the Young Guns, I be sitting back, smoking blacks, playing Madden. That was the scene. I wasn't smoking blacks at the time, but I seen my cousins whenever I get on the sticks and stuff like that, but they literally be sitting back, smoking blacks, playing Madden. That was the aesthetic, that was the look, you know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, rest in peace to Betty White, John Madden, James Toomey, Bob Saget. Full House now. Me growing up, showing my age, whatever, I'm 33. Yeah, I used to watch CGIF. Yeah, ABC used to be the hub to watch these family shows. They used to build out family shows year by year back in the 90s. Bang, here you go, Full House. Bang, here you go, Family Matters. Bang, here you go, Step by Step. Bang, here you go, Boy Meets World. All them joints I used to look at, I ain't lying to you. You ain't about to sit here and tell me you ain't watch Full House or Boy Meets World or I know you watch Family Matters. And I know you watch Step by Step. Because if Family Matters came on, Step by Step was coming on next. I'm watching Step by Step. Straight up. Bob Saget, Full House, man. Full House when you got older, man. Like we said no gimmicks. Like, you get finished, doing activities in bed and shit like that. You and your significant other, y'all sitting back, Nick at night had them Full House joints pumping around like 3 in the morning. You watching them Jones talking to your significant other like, hey man, I remember that boy. I had a crush on Journey Smollett. Journey Smollett, watched Full House, black girl. She was in Temptation, Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, all that. I ain't, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. They was cute. But Journey Smollett did it for me, man. That's it. Uncle Jesse still the coolest. Still the coolest. But Bob Saget, man, rest in peace. You can go on Instagram, you see montages of people sitting there and showing how Bob Saget kick game was crazy. It was from like the high top Nikes, he had air trainers, he had all time. Nike kick game was impeccable, man. You gotta put them up there now with the Fresh Princes, the Martins, whoever had them shoes, Jerry Seinfeld. You watch Seinfeld, Seinfeld had them kicks too. Had the J's and everything. You gotta watch. You watch for those type of things, So Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Um, it's just, whew. You just gotta remember that now. Those type of things, life and time is not promised. It's not promised. Nothing about this is promised at all. So, you know, make good timing of what you got going on. Make good timing of being constructive, doing constructive things, building and attaining more. You know, love more. You know, just things like that, man. It's not. It's not the. It's not the time to be bullshitting. It really ain't. It's not the time to just play around and just feel like, man, I'm good. I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, do it today. Whether it's at 11:40 at night, go ahead and do it today so you can sit there and say I did something constructive that day. That day. You know what I'm saying? Or that night. However you look at it. It's best to do it that way because your day not wasted. You made some money. You made some strides to sit there and do what it is you need to do to further yourself. Pass a job, past being on somebody's clock, past, you know, just past all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna say. You know, I was just reminded, another staple. Now, me being the type of person who wants to go back and educate himself on things from the past, whether it's from the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, 90s, whatever. I can't really say the 90s because I feel like me and my dog Brent got that down locked. Ain't nobody can tell me and Brent about the 90s. I'm just going to put that out there. Shout out to Brent. Episode Black Men Are Superheroes. That was one of my guests from last year. So go check that out too. Sidney Poitier. If you don't know the name, you know, go ahead and look it up. But my two favorite movies is Let's Do It Again, Uptown Saturday Night. You want to sit here and ask me why I know about them 70 movies? Because I did my research. Them Jones be on Tubi or, you know, Pluto TV, the free little apps on the Roku TV and shit, and they got them free movies and stuff like that. Hey, I'm watching them. Simple as that. Let's take it further than that. In school, whether in high school or middle school, nothing to do, work all done and stuff like that. Oh, the teacher sent somebody to the AV room, go get that TV and that VCR. Oh, it's on. Whether I'm about to go to sleep, whether I'm about to sit there and be excited for the fact that I ain't got to do no damn work. It's on. Now, one of these days, I was introduced in my high school time to Raising in the Sun. The original one now. Shout out to Diddy and everybody who did the updated version and stuff like that. That's cool. But the original one. The black and white one. Ruby B, y'all, you know, yeah. We talking about that one. Sidney Poitier, man, you know, he doing this thing. Everybody did their thing in there. A dream deferred. Look it up. Mama, ain't my wife supposed to have pearls around her neck? You know what I'm saying? Desmond. Encore. Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier, man. A legend. A legend. Alright. We'll look him up. If you don't know, now you know. A few topics I want to get to. Just some things that, you know, when it comes to setting up games, and I'll give you a brief introduction, man, I'm going to talk about shit that's on my mind, that's out here that doesn't sound fucking salacious, gossipy, chatty patty, or whatever. I have my take on shit. I'm going to speak on it. The guest's going to speak on it. on topics, on whatever the case might be, if you don't know. But if you do know, this is what it is. Now, shit that been looming in my head for the past, I would say for the past month and a half, maybe even more, is that flirting is dead. You hear me? They say chivalry is dead. No, flirting is dead. For real, for real. Like, it's almost like nasty behavior to flirt. I'm often thinking about what it is to flirt. Like back in the day, it was super easy. Excuse me. You see a crush, you speak to them, say how they look. You know what I'm saying? And you see them a few times more to just sit there and try to get their attention. Simple as that. It used to be that simple for me. Being the type of person that kind of can be social, but then shy away from being social because of the fact that I like to stay in my own box and stay in my own space. Some of that shit ain't easy, and it almost kind of come off corny and shit. Like, if you don't say nothing, like, a closed mouth don't get fed, you're absolutely right. But if you do say something and it come out crazy, now how you gonna look? Creepy-ish, thirsty-ish. Like, it's always some type of way you gonna look to somebody if you try to do something to advance yourself. But flirting is dead, man. Like, it's almost like you would have to know the person or be around them in social settings to kind of sit there and try to get into their memory bank and their attention. Like, without looking thirsty and without saying the usual, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're pretty. Like, I'm about to use, like, I gotta, me personally, I enhance my vocabulary at least every day. I'm gonna use words that you ain't used to, baby. I'm sorry. And that's what it's gonna be. I ain't about to sit here and keep on telling you, oh, you're beautiful, you're sexy, oh, you're this, you're that. I gotta sit there and say something like, shit, aesthetics. Motherfucker, as a person who really ain't really like that, what aesthetic means. Aesthetic is the look, the ambiance, this is my aesthetic for me doing the podcast. This is my aesthetic. Columbia sweater bucket and sweats. This is my aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? The kind of bright ass light. We want to fix all the setting and the aesthetics. It's not the greatest of aesthetics, but this is the aesthetic. What you bring to the table as far as what you communicate to somebody will make or break the situation. So it's not even particularly flirting no more. It's just love, hate this word, a vibe. How the vibe is. What does the vibe feel like? If that vibe ain't good, then it ain't gonna be good. It's no advance in that. It sucks, but that's what it is. On top of all that, just commenting on somebody can come off either thirsty or creepy or whatever the case may be, because sometimes certain females are not used to somebody complimenting them. I don't know how to take a compliment. Oh, I already know I look good. You got two ends of the spectrum. Correct me if I'm wrong. You got ones that haven't been commented on or haven't been, complimented to where it's almost a little weird or, oh, thank you. Like, it come off like I don't know how to take that, which is crazy. Like, it kind of, as the guy, almost, you want the female to feel like it's butterflies in their stomach when we compliment them. But maybe they got 15,000 niggas complimenting them. And maybe they just hearing that shit because that's what niggas supposed to say. That's the other end of the spectrum. I don't know. Uh, I can appreciate somebody who look good. I'm just not gonna be the person that's sitting there. I'm not gonna be the 15,000 or 15,001 person that's gonna sit there and say you look good. You know that already. 15,000 other niggas said it. You know, yeah. I can do it from afar. If we catch a vibe and I feel like it's a natural energy for me to sit there and speak on that, or it's an availability, a pocket is open for me to say that and do that, then I will. I'm just not gonna come out and say it because again, things become thirsty, creepy, weird, off kilter, off balance, just off. So it's almost like you kind of have to know, like I said, you almost have to know the person, be in a social setting, being around them, kind of talk to them enough to muster it up the thought of sitting there saying something to them. But again, that's just me. That's how I think. Not everybody's opinion, but that's how I think. So yeah, and then on a case of being in somebody's DM, like, no, would I sit there and say I've commented? Of course. Why wouldn't I? Have I gotten a weird conversation with a female initiated and they ain't talking about shit? Yes. You know exactly who the fuck you are too. Why would you sit there and inbox me? You know, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and your ass is sitting here and basically stalking. Like sometimes I be guessing like you looking for me to say the shit that'll turn you off. But now since it's intriguing and this conversation has went a little further than what I expected, I'm gonna cut it off. And again, just my experiences. Not everybody got these experiences. Just my experience. But why would you inbox me or tell me to inbox you or give me your number or tell me to call you if you have no particular interest in furthering anything else but just the simple fact that let me just give this nigga the number so he can sit there and kind of not like talk to me. Like, first of all, with certain women have to understand you ain't doing nobody no charity. You're not doing nobody no charity to sit there and give somebody a number or an invitation to a DM. Again, just vibes. If we sit here and we able to vibe and talk, why it just can't be that? And then if the talking and vibes turn into we meet up somewhere, why it can't just be that? And the talking and the conversation and us being around each other face to face, being in close proximity, and we chilling at each respective particular person's house, apartment, or whatever, why it can't be that? And if it goes further than that, why it can't be that? Why everything gotta be so dissected and turned into something? Everything gotta be so dissected. Everything has to be, there's so many intricacies that shit gotta go through for us to sit there and do shit that was natural for somebody back in the 60s and 70s and 80s when our people was, meeting, and it was just easy. Your mom met your dad, or your dad met your mom at a club or a football game or a dance or some shit. Then you go to a bar or something like that. And we see you at a bar and we sitting there and might say something to you, or just not even on some trick shit, but buy you a drink and try to sit there and get to know you. And sometimes whether they go like right or left is really just about the vibe. It really is. Still, crazy days and time. Niggas don't know how to act, don't know how to take a no. Certain women, sometimes they be on their shit and want to sit there and think somebody thirsty and stuff like that, who knows? I'd rather just. And then sometimes it's a wide scale thing to me. Again, to me, when you go out of town and you don't see a particular person that you would if you in your town that you live in, it's a little different. Somebody might fuck with you if you're in Charlotte. Somebody might fuck with you if you're in Charleston. Somebody might fuck with you if you was in just going further up or further down. Somebody might fuck with you in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, somebody could fuck with you in Virginia, Maryland, DC. I don't know. All I know is that when you see something and you always seeing it and you always seeing it and always seeing it, it gets boring. And then when you try with that particular person that you always see, like, real shit, I do get real sick of seeing the same females on my timeline. Talking about it takes a man ... It takes a real one ... I'm just wishing a man ... But sometimes you might have that nigga in your inbox that, you know, fall in the class or the box or of the other niggas in your inbox, and you just place them in there. Like, where the fuck we supposed to see you at? Cause a nigga like me, I ain't about to blow you up. I can't do it. You fine. That could be honesty. That's it. Could have nothing in common after that. That's just if you fine. I don't know. Love should find us in 2022, 7 No Gamers. If you sing it. Love should find us in 2022. And if you're not looking for love, then hey, and if it looks for you, embrace it the best way you can. If it's the time to do so, God don't make no mistakes. You pop up, you might hit somebody up that you ain't talked to from last year because you was on your run and you had a string of whatever that you know, had to put him on the back burner. Oh yeah, and trust me, it's motherfuckers on the back burner. It's people in the shadows. People in the shadows waiting for somebody else in a relationship to not be in a relationship. And y'all got some of the nastiest behavior in the world. The fuck you sitting there waiting on somebody to be single? Soon as that motherfucker change her single status on Facebook, that's weird ass behavior. Like, and then also, females, women, if you stop sitting there and talking to a guy, just you put him on the back burner. And let's just say whatever you was doing didn't pan out how you wanted to pan out. Do not fucking text no man who ain't trying to waste time with you. Hey, big head. Or sitting there and trying to comment on something just for you to get his attention. Like, oh yeah, you remember me? Hey, big head. Hey. All I see is a big head. You know exactly who you are. All I see. Oh, look at you. You look good. The fuck out of my inbox. Get your wasting time ass out get your petty ass out my inbox. But just because I'm a different person, I might hold a conversation with you and see where you at. If you still on that same shit from last time we spoke, get the fuck out of my inbox. I'm just saying. Men gotta take back and reclaim our time too. No, we can't do that. We can reclaim. I'm often reminded that I'm 33 years old. with that being said, I look back at some of the situations where I've met females that I potentially was in relationship with. And in most cases, someone was at family outings, some were at cookouts, some were at, different settings. I'm often reminded about that young old nigga. Me being a brother of a sister, I have to maintain a level of authoritativeness because you niggas don't really know how to act around females. Young niggas, old niggas, older niggas, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that whether you're a brother, authority figure, whatever, I can remember distinctively my sister came home from prom late. I'm coming from where I was at, probably drunk. And she come home late, do a complete gentleman, walk up to the door. I ain't tripped, but I was like, oh yeah, what's up? You late? This the person that made you late? She's like, no blood spot, Chris. I was like, all right, cool. Mind you, I maintain some authoritativeness to sit down, if that's a word, I don't know. Some authority was given to the particular fella who brought my sister to the door late. To have him understand, being prompt is important, especially if you have a sister, you will understand. If you don't have a sister, you probably don't understand. If you're the only child, your mother should have told you. Or your dad. Or somebody. When I'm talking about these young old niggas, it's these niggas that be at the family function, cookout, whatever. Some of these niggas just be your brother, her brother's best friend, or her brother's friend, or some nigga that was too old to sit there and fuck with her. That's like my motherfucking sister now. I'm watching you nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking sister. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Where you at? You in the gang, you fucking, all this? Story time with yours truly. This particular girlfriend of mine, this ex-girlfriend of mine, she invited me to a family function. This is the first time I would be seeing whatever capacity of family that was available at the time. Just so happened to be his brother, wife, her brother, his wife, among other people. Now, me being new kid on the block, whatever the case may be, and this one being the sister and the baby girl and all this stuff like that, which most women are when it comes to them having a brother or some old ass nigga that liked them that couldn't talk to them because they was thirsty as fuck. I'm a respectful person. And then at the time I was fucking 28. So I ain't young, I ain't bop up in that motherfucker like I was the shit. But literally I just was like, hey, how you doing? Bop, friend. Cause we wasn't together, but we was going in that route. I'm such and such friend, how you doing? Daps, handshake if you a handshake man, dap if you a dap person. High five if you a high five. What's up if you high five? Shoulder shrug, elbows. Whatever greeting that you felt was cool enough, I did pretty much all of them at that time and showed respect Call the females other than that. Hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. Hey, 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 hey. Like the fucking president. Hey, hey, yeah. Okay, you. After all the preliminaries and greetings is out the way, here come what I talk about, the young and old nigga. The young and old nigga was her brother's friend. He bopping this motherfucker a little bit. Look like the nigga drank Coors Light or something like that. Whatever. But like Bud Light nigga. You know, tall boy type of nigga, you know. Whatever. Coming in here bopping this motherfucker. Oh yeah. And so I'm by my then girlfriend at the time, you know, sitting there, you know, chopping it up with her family members and whatever. And her right there, and she next to me, and you know, we vibing how we vibing, but and shit was like, who the fuck is this? Woody woo. Come in here bopping. What's up, sis? Sis, who this right here? Who your new friend? What's up? What's going on, man? I was like, what's up, Chris? After that, I had a few drinks, so I was kind of like on some chill. But I still had to watch the room because that's the type of person I am. I'm an observant person. I gotta watch the room. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm Chris. You know, all hard and stuff like that. How you, man? Come on, man. That's my hand, my nigga. Like, ain't even like it was that hard, but he kind of did it extra hard, like when, like aggressive as hell, you know. Once I already felt his type of energy, I was like on some shit like, all right, here's one of them ones. And so, you know, he came over there and, you know, he made his rounds and stuff like that. So I'm asking my then girlfriend, I was like, you talking to dude or something? I mean, no, I ain't talking to him. He my brother friend. I mean, he had liked me, tried to talk to me or whatever like that, but he kind of like family. And I'm like, if his ass like family, why don't he stay his ass on the family side of things? Like, why the fuck is he being extra? Like, almost, you know, a nigga like me, I'm not the most skeptical person, but I am somewhat of an overthinker. So the nigga in me was like, did y'all, you know, I didn't want to ask him in front of a whole bunch of people. I was like, y'all fuck. Just let me know. Cause you acting like y'all fucked. If y'all did, cool, you know what I'm saying? If he feels some type of way, oh well. But you're like, no. He's just extra cautious of me. I'm like, you got like 5, 9 brothers, like, what you need him for? But I played it cool. She said, I ain't do nothing cool. And I only believe your word. So he was a young old nigga that wanted to talk to you. Though he seen you when y'all was maybe like 6, 7 years apart. And seen you grow up now, and she was I think 26 at the time. And you like 34, so it's like, well shit, you know, whatever, but you know, that's my baby girl, I'm gonna watch out for her and stuff like that. Now mind you, going back to the whole situation about age. I'm not no young nigga, I'm 28. And he was 34. We grown, brother. Go ahead, somebody with all that jit talk. All that young nigga shit, all that jit talking, grown ass man. You ain't nothing but 6 years older than me. I'm sorry that you and Boobop ain't have, you know, y'all couldn't consummate what you thought in your head was something that you could be with her or whatever. You could try to talk to her. I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm gonna be here for a while. take a number, take a seat. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this young old nigga shit, and the story in the end of the whole situation is like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be watching you, boy. I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be watching you. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta make sure you take care of it, make sure you do the right thing, do all this and do all that. Nigga, who you talking to? Do all this and do all that. That's a sound on games. Like that's a two-way street. Tell her to do things right. Yeah. Both of us in general. Fuck. Care that baby girl or not. Her ass and sat there and did some shit. Let me shut the fuck up. Long story short, as I'm getting into this, you know, this young old age and stuff like that, 33 years, I'm not gonna blow up the spot when my sister potentially shows me the type of guy that she like, whatever the case may be, or, you know, whatever homegirl, and you know, if I have a close homegirl or a close female best friend and they show me they, you know, they man and stuff like that, I ain't gonna blow up the spot. In these days and age, when you act like that, it kind of shows that you have some interest in that person. Not particularly saying that you do, but if you wild out, like, nigga, who is you, and how y'all met and all this stuff like that, like, I can take a brother, a dad, a cousin, asking these questions with me answering them with validity and being respectful, as well as they be respectful at the same time. But if you like a male best friend or a young old nigga that was trying to talk to her and you couldn't and stuff like that, y'all don't get the fuck out of my face. This ain't summertime. I'm not hamburgers, hot dogs, none of this shit, so why the fuck is you grilling me? Ain't no reason for you to even be saying nothing. You have no horse in the race, nigga. So going forward for you young old niggas, whether or not, don't be blocking, don't do all that extra shit. Yeah, my sister, you like family right here. Keep it just like family. Cause you seem like a nigga that was interested, but your ass was too old to get it. So really leave her ass alone, honestly. I'm just saying. Sincerely yours truly. And that's it, man. Y'all niggas, man. And niggas do the most, don't get me wrong. Male, female, we do a whole bunch of shit. Niggas just do the most sometimes. That's what makes females skeptical about what you say or how you move and stuff like that. Because of other niggas. We all have been victims and or the person who do right and do wrong in certain situations. How you go about changing them is through the behavior of your mind, not your changed behavior. You can sit there and say one day, well, you know what, I'm just gonna not talk to other females when I'm in a relationship. Today. Yesterday you was in 5 other DMs. But today you might not. But no, let's start from right here. Not from right here, and not through course of action one day. It really starts right here. If you just put your mind frame and set it on the task at hand, you'll be fine. Change behavior in 2022 starts from the mind, not the mouth. That's it. So, you know, old niggas gotta sit down, chill out, man. Stay the fuck out of the club. You know, stay the fuck out of certain lanes that y'all niggas don't need to drive in no more. You know? Cause why? Did we block you from doing something? I don't know, maybe. But maybe you blocked yourself for sitting there and showing out and being thirsty that way. Who knows? I don't know. Just that year, in the age of 33 years old, I'm just not gonna be one of those young old niggas. To none of my close female friends, not even to my sister. As long as you do right, you don't put your hands on her, we all good. If you do the complete opposite, we good. That particular girlfriend's brothers, I have nothing but utmost respect for them. I can't say, because I'm not gonna speak for another man, they should have the utmost respect for me. However they feel, you know what I'm saying, the situation went, whatever. But I showed them nothing but the utmost respect. Should be returned. You know, how they internalize how they feel about me. They been internalized though. But every time I see them, nothing but respect. And that's all I ever ask for. In 2022, it just should be respect. Everything with intention. Everything with moderation. Everything with the task at hand being solely squared on that and nothing else. Let not any outside interferences tell you what to do. Everybody got opinions and throw it at you and stuff like that. And sometimes those opinions, and sometimes that one or two opinion might seep through and change and alter the decision. Let's not do that no more. Respect the opinions of those who have the best interest for you. I can only sit there and say that because there's a lot of people that are sitting there and tell you what they would do, not listening to your situation and what you should do. Motherfucker could be in the middle on the fence about leaving a job. And the person who just totally fucked up and just want to leave but can't leave, and they always show up at work, they ain't got no prospects, so they really can't leave. So you sitting there asking, girl, you know, what you think, you know what I'm saying? What you think I should do? I leave for real, cause I'm tired of this shit too anyway. Ain't nobody asked what you tired of. I asked you what you think I should do. Matter of fact, just listen to words. Just listen to words. I ain't asked you what you would do or what decision you make. I asked you what you think I should do. You ain't even listening, so I'm good. Your opinion, thank you for the lack of the opinion because you didn't help me. You just told me what you wanted to do. But people don't listen because, you know, unfortunately people add fuel to the fire and something that you should really sit down and pray on and think about it and make a decision for yourself. Everything with the task at hand. That's all I'm saying, man. I just wanted to talk about some topics, man. Say my RIPs. Introduce you to the, you know, visual thing of everything because, like I said, this is not what it's gonna be. But I just wanted to show what was going on. I just wanted to show my face. It's a new season of SNG. Please, by all means, run them numbers up. I'm going to do the shameless plug. Every platform that you can think of that got a podcast, you can listen to it. I will be changing the visual aesthetic of things when it comes to putting it on YouTube. Just look out for that. And yeah, man, we're going to have fun in 2022. We're going to travel. We're going to make money. We're going to obtain. We're going to let go. We're going to add. We're going to remove. Do things with intent. Do things with moderation. Laugh more. Love more. Build more. Gain more. Earn more. Learn more. Teach more. That's all I got to say about that. So, until next time, I holla.